know you're scared, you wanna hide away sometimes. I know you hurt from everyone telling you lies. I bet you just want.
Today is Thursday, October 17th, 2024. I am officially 1 week post-op, which means it's been 1 week since my surgery. I'm gonna tell you guys how this first week has been, and also how the surgery went and what they told me, and just like all the procedures and how it went from getting there and then going back home. October 10th was my surgery day. That's when I was gonna have ACL reconstruction and meniscus surgery. So the night before and the morning of, I showered with like this antibacterial thing that you have to shower with before surgery. I was supposed to be at the hospital at 7 a.m. so I got there like 20 minutes before, and I was waiting outside before they opened. They opened at 7, so I was there a little bit earlier just to like get some air and just like get in the right mindset of like actually having my surgery. I feel like that whole day, it felt so weird because I was excited. I was mostly very excited, so I didn't really ever get nervous because everything went really quick. So I didn't have time to like actually get nervous and be like, oh my god, I'm actually getting surgery. So that was very nice. When it hit 7 a.m, I walked in, I just gave them my ID, said I was there for surgery. They pointed me to the right direction. I went to the wing where they do all the surgeries and stuff, and I checked in there too, and I brought my crutches, I brought my brace, and everything that I would like need for after the surgery. So I had that with me. I checked in, I put everything in a locker, I got changed, and the outfit that I got, so you get like a cap, you get socks, you get like the whole gown, and then I also got like these shoe covers that they had me have as like shoes or something, or like as slippers, and the whole outfit just looked so ridiculous. So I was just in the locker room like laughing and just like giggling because I thought I looked so stupid. And looking back at it, I feel like that was such a blessing, because I was just like, I look so goofy right now, I look so silly. So the surgery, like the whole thing of me going to surgery, didn't feel like as real or as serious because I felt like I look so silly, like I'm looking like this going to my surgery. So I felt like the whole day was just like, it just felt funny, which is good because then I never got the chance to get nervous or like freak out. So I got changed, and then the lady in the reception showed me where I was supposed to like go and sit down. They put a needle in my, what is this called? In here. So they could put like an IV and then put the meds and everything in for when I was supposed to go to sleep during surgery. I freak out a little bit about needles, so that was like, honestly, that was the hardest part of that day. So they put the needle in me, I got some meds. They kind of went through like what to expect from that day and like where I was gonna go and like everything, how long I was gonna wait. So that was nice. I was just sitting there, I was on my phone, just scrolling like through Instagram, just hanging out. And then the surgeon came by and he drew an arrow and like a cross on my knee to like make sure that it was the right knee he was doing surgery on. So he put like an arrow down to my knee and then a cross over the knee to know like where to do the surgery. And he did that, kind of went through like what to expect, and then he left. Another guy came and picked me up, and we went into the room where I was gonna get my surgery. So everything went really quick. Like I just walked in, left my stuff on a bench, walked into the surgery room and just lay down, and they were prepping me, like prepping my leg and doing all these things, and I was like asking them questions. I don't know if they were like annoyed, but I was like, oh my god, what is that? Like, what are you doing now? Like, what is that gonna do? Because I was low-key intrigued. Like, I wanted to be a doctor when I went to high school. So for me, I was just more like fascinated of like what they were doing and what they needed to do to like prep me before the surgery. So I was just like laying there, just listening to them and just hanging out basically. And it all went so quick, like this whole day. And I'll keep saying it because it all went so fast. Like I didn't have time to freak out or get scared anytime. Like I was just like hanging out. I thought it was cool. I was fascinated by everything. I just laid there. The anesthetics doctor, he was like, hey, I'm putting this medicine in you right now. I'm putting like this calming thing in and like this thing. And then he was like, okay, I'm gonna like give you the anesthetics and you're gonna feel like there's gonna be like a sound in your ears, and it's gonna be a little uncomfortable, and then you're just gonna fall asleep. And I was like, okay. He put it in my IV thing, and I started hearing like something. It was like the noises around me like started disappearing a little, and I was hearing like a weird noise in my ear. I was like, okay, I can hear it, I know what you mean. And then my throat, it felt like it was closing up, like it was getting so dry. So I started coughing, and that's the last thing I remember. I was coughing, and then I just fell asleep. Like I just disappeared. Then they did the surgery. I wake up, and I wake up just crying because everything went so quick. Like I was laying there getting prepped, and then I just wake up after surgery. So for me, it was just like, I just wake up and I just start crying because I'm so relieved. And people were coming by, like nurses and stuff were coming by and were like, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? And I was like, I'm just so relieved. Like, I've been waiting for this for such a long time, and it's like, it's finally over. Like, the surgery's done. Like, now I can start with the rehab. Now I can like start getting back to my normal routine. So I was just sitting there crying, just so relieved and just happy that it was over with. And I lift up the blanket and I look at my leg, and I'm still like kind of like drowsy from all the meds. I'm looking at my leg and I'm like, where's the brace? Like, there's no brace here, and there's no ice. I was like so confused. I was like, I don't understand. So I'm just sitting there, I'm like looking at my leg, and I'm like, there's no brace, there's just like bandages around it. I was like, I don't understand, like what happened? So then the surgeon came by and he told me like everything, like how everything went. He said that because both my meniscuses in the same knee was like pretty damaged, according to the MRI photo. He was like, your inner meniscus looked really good. It looked like it had healed up. We didn't have to do anything to it. The outer one, there was like a little piece that was like sticking out or something. So they had to file that down or something. I don't remember what he said, but they had to like take away a part of it, but I still have like 80% of it left. He fixed my ACL. They took the patellar tendon to fix my ACL, and he was like yanking on it and it got loose. And he was like, good thing that I did that, because otherwise that would have happened like in your first game. You would have torn it again in your first game. So he was like yanking on my knee and it got loose. So he was like, I redid it, I reattached it in a better way that I felt more secure with, and I felt was like way more secure. And he was like, I was really happy with how that second attachment was. So that felt good. And he was like, because we didn't do much to your meniscus, you don't have to wear a brace. That's one of the things that I was a little worried about, to not be able to like move my leg fully and kind of be restricted with the brace for a little bit. I'm just happy I'm not in a brace. I get to like move my leg pretty much like as much as I can, which I felt like was a blessing, and I was really happy with it. So they moved me over to a chair, and then they gave me like juice and snacks and stuff, and the surgeon came by and he was like, good, you better like get those gains, because he's done surgeries on a lot of American football players here in Sweden. So he was like, I want to follow this like very closely and like see how it goes for you. That has felt very safe as well, knowing that he has like a personal interest in like my case. So I know that he wants to follow it. I was sitting there and a nurse came by and was like, hey, like, are you feeling okay? Are you feeling dizzy or anything? And I was feeling a little dizzy, and I felt like I like needed to throw up or something. So he was like, hey, let's put in like an IV and like get you some fluids in your system, because you look a little pale. So I got that, and I got more snacks and another juice, and I was sitting there and I was like I was just so tired. I was almost falling asleep. I was just sitting there like, I was like, I don't think the meds have like worn off, because I feel like I could sleep for like 24 more hours, and I was so tired. When the IV was done, they were like, hey, you're ready to go. You've gotten all the information. I got a bunch of documents and stuff with my rehab and with like how to take care of my leg and my knee after the surgery. And I had talked to the surgeon, I had talked to a physiotherapist, so I had all the information that I needed to be able to like go back home. So I stood up on the crutches and I took like 3 steps, and I almost passed out. Like, I felt like shit. I almost passed out. So they were all like, oh shit, okay, let's move her back to a chair. I had to sit down, and they put in another needle in my hand and gave me some more liquids and some more fluids to just get everything going in my body, because I was not feeling it. I was not good. So I was sitting in the chair getting like all the fluids in me, and then when that was done, I was ready to go. So they were like, okay, let's take it really slow this time. So I was walking on the crutches. They were like, make sure to try to walk like on your leg, like heel to toe, and look forward. Like, don't look down, look forward. And we're just gonna take a little walk around the corner and then back, and then you can go out. And my mom was waiting for me to help me get all my things and go back home. So I got to go to the hospital, get the surgery done, and then go back home the same day. That's how it works here in Sweden. I don't know what it's like in other countries, but that's what it was like for me. So I got home, I was still pumped up with all the meds and everything, and I got all the meds that I needed for my recovery. So the first few days being back home after surgery were so hard. Like, I had expected it to be painful and be really, really hard, and it wasn't as painful as I thought, but it was just so uncomfortable in so many ways. And if you haven't gone through it, you like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was so uncomfortable in so many ways, and it felt like I had like cement in my leg, and every time I would like move my leg, like I could feel the blood like rushing through my leg, and it felt like it was dripping down my leg. It was very uncomfortable, and like the hardest thing was going to the bathroom and just getting up on the crutches, and just walking to the bathroom was such a hard task. And one day I almost passed out because I got up too fast and I just jumped like straight to the bathroom, and I almost passed out. So my parents had to literally like carry, like almost drag me back to the couch and lay me down so I could like get my blood back to my head, because it was very scary. It was horrible. First day back after the surgery was fine because I was still like full of meds and full of like the painkillers, so I didn't really feel anything, and I could still lift my leg, and I was like, oh, I can lift my leg, like this is gonna be easy. Day 2 or day 1 after surgery, that's when like the pain meds wore off. I couldn't lift my leg. Like in my head I was like, okay, lift it, and I still can't lift it, and I'm like, I feel like I should be able to, but I just can't. Like, it's not connected. Like my whole leg is not connected or strong enough to lift it. It's been very painful. I've been taking this first week very slow because like I've been scared to like pop off the stitches or like do something that would re-injure my knee. I've just been taking it easy, letting my body and my knee just heal the way that it needs to. So I've been sleeping a lot. I have not been taking a lot of painkillers because it's not that painful. It's just really uncomfortable. But as soon as you get used to that uncomfortable feeling, it's fine. So I've only been taking pain meds so I can sleep, because it kind of just like makes my body just feel a little numb. But like I can just lay down and I don't feel like any aches or pains or like swelling in my leg. So that has been nice. This first week has been not as hard as I thought, but also harder than I thought. I don't know, like those two kind of exist at the same time right now, and I'm just doing as much as I can. I'm trying to do my rehab and just like let my leg like stretch out as much as I can. I'm trying to bend it. Like I've been just like on the couch just trying to like bend it as much as I can, and it's been going okay, but I'm not like stressing out too much because it is the first week and I have a lot of time to heal and really take care of it, so I don't want to like rush into anything. So it's been a tough first week, but it's also not been like that hard, and I'm very blessed to still be living like with my family, and they have all been taking care of me and like made food for me and helped me like open doors and stuff, so I haven't like had to stress about anything like that. And my thoughts are just going out to people that like go through this alone, because I have no idea how I would have the energy or like even be able to go up and like make food or like just go grab food or anything. It's been very, very nice having my family here taking care of everything and just making sure that I could just rest and not have to worry about anything. Like if you're going through this, or if you ever would have to get ACL or even just knee surgery in general, make sure you have someone there that can like help you out with some of the things, or at least like get you food to make sure you eat enough and drink enough. And I've been like making sure that they are making like extra healthy stuff for me and just giving me all the fluids and things that are healthy and that can help with healing and just make the whole process go much easier. So that has been my first week back home after ACL reconstruction surgery. I hope that you guys felt like it was helpful in any way, and I'm just gonna keep updating about what it's like and what's been going on and how it's been for me. And obviously it's different for everyone, like everyone's journey is so different. Some people are already on their feet after week 1, and some people are still struggling with lifting their leg up after like week 7. So it's very individual, and you can't blame yourself if you're not making any progress, because everything takes time, everyone's body is different, and this is just what it's been for me. And like, it's week 1, I cannot lift my leg at all, so that's just how it's been for me. And I hope that you enjoy following this journey, because I'm just hoping this will help someone out there. So tomorrow I'm seeing my physio, and I'm very excited because I have a lot of questions. My leg has been like bruising so much. It's like green, blue, yellow, purple. It's like all the colors, and it's so swollen and it hurts so much. And I can feel, whenever I stand up, I can feel all the blood and all the pressure down my leg. And it's been a lot. It's been very, very hard. So yeah, I have a lot of questions for him, and hopefully he can help me and just let me know that everything is normal and I don't have to cut my leg off or anything like that, because I've just been freaking out a little bit about things. I've also been like, my knee has been going through a lot of trauma. Like, of course there's gonna be bruises and I'm gonna be sore like everywhere around it. So tomorrow I'll get you guys an update about how it went with my physio, and then also in like a week I'm getting my stitches out, which I'm so excited about, because then I finally get to see my knee, because right now it's just looking like a whole cast. Like the blood that is dried on my knee, like I filmed little like ASMR videos, like just like tapping on my knee and like scratching it, because it's so hard. It's like having a cast on. So I'm excited to get my stitches out and being able to see my knee and like see the scars and just be able to do a little bit more. So yeah, see you guys in the next update.
Let it out, just feel it.